Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome the dignitaries and my dear customers. Today is a grand occasion, and a very grand occasion for NTC and for SCINNTC. I mean, the name is basically SCINNTC. There's a lot being spoken about me. I don't know whether I'm really worth that much. But I will only tell you one thing, that contract logistics, warehousing, 3PL has been the business that I've been managing for over 2 decades. It has always been my endeavor, it has always been my vision that I need to partner with a large, great thought leadership organization like NTC, where we can do a lot of things in the area of logistics and supply chain. Today marks the beginning of this company called SCINNTC. There's a lot of thought that has been put behind in terms of how should we structure this company, what should be this organization about, what's this organization's service offering should be, and so on and so forth. That's where we quickly realized that technology is going to be a very key differentiator. Technology is something that which is going to bring in significant amount of efficiency to the business at large. And therefore, we decided to call it SCINNTC, and the name SCINNTC stands for Scientific Technology. A technology-oriented logistics and supply chain company that will drive efficiencies into the customer organizations, efficiencies into various service portfolios that which can deliver. Whilst as you see during the course of the next couple of minutes, we shall also be unveiling few things that which are completely innovative and completely different as far as the industry is concerned. Whilst when we were discussing about how do we communicate this business portfolio, how do we communicate what SCINNTC is finally going to deliver, amongst various thought processes, we said the best would be for us to run us through a specific case in discussion. This is basically something, though detailed the slide, but I'll try and keep it crisp. This basically is the efficiency that which a contract logistics or a 3PL company can probably bring to the table. Here is a customer who had, it's an aftermarket automotive large major. The same warehouse was also supporting for the production line support. They were faced with significant amount of challenges. They were faced with equipment downtime. They were faced with material not coming to the production line on time. The customer orders were not getting fulfilled, and so on and so forth. The methodology that was adopted is in terms of service innovation, process innovation, automation, and creating an infrastructure that delivers significant value. Without going much in detail, I just given you a visualization of how it before and how later. There was a 120,000 square feet of BTS facility which was created. There was a process automation that was delivered. There was an order fulfillment cycle which was synchronized. There was a system integration. There was a training that was inculcated. And finally, the business multiplied twofolds. The service order efficiency increased significantly. And one of the key elements that which is normally looked at from a warehousing perspective or a 3PL efficiency perspective is inventory turns. The inventory turns improved from 8 to 16. So these are some of the efficiencies that a good quality contract logistics 3PL business operations can genuinely deliver to customer, provided there is collaboration, provided there is data transparency, and there is engagement either side. So these are some of the things that which typically delivers, and this is the pivotal point on which SCINNTC has built its business model. This is the pivotal point on which our engagement with our customers will build on. One of the key important parameters as to how you measure efficiency of a country is largely from Logistics Performance Index. India is ranked at 44 in 2018. Until 2014 and prior, we were hovering upwards of 54. There's a lot of initiatives that the government has taken in terms of customs reforms, infrastructure reforms, tax reforms, etc., etc. And that resulted in we coming to a position of 35 in 2016. But yes, currently we are at 44. There are a lot of initiatives that can definitely be taken. And we as SCINNTC, we strongly believe that there are few contributions that we can do to the industry at large. Improved vehicle performance time. This basically improves the transit time, this eliminates wastages, this brings in more amount of throughput into the system. That's one area where SCINNTC is basically focusing upon. Logistics competence, basically increased automation. We're talking about ASRS, we're talking about put to light, pick to light, and orbiter systems and various other automations that we are looking at, where we will be able to bring in efficiency and reduce wastages and be able to deliver better for the same amount being spent by our customers. Infrastructure is one of the key concerns at this point in time. Post GST, the top 12 markets in the country constitutes to almost around 60 to 70% of country's consumption. And in these markets, SCINNTC is definitely aiming to put large format infrastructures that which can leverage, that which can give service efficiency, and that which can also give scalability to our customers. Digitalization is one of the pivotal points on which the entire solution for our organization will be built on. SCINNTC is basically an organization which is going to be taking different kinds of silos which otherwise exist in organization into a synchronized flow of delivering synchronized supply chain across services. Creating a logistics solution for a better tomorrow. That's our positioning, that's our thought process, and that's the way we think that India as a country will be able to move from the logistics performance index to currently is around 44 to something like 35. Connecting customers, and connecting suppliers. Connecting the end-to-end solutions for our customer, making sure that there is total transparency in the entire engagement from the time a shipment is planned for till the time the shipment is finally consumed at end of line. From the time the shipment is produced from the line till the time it is finally consumed by customers at large. So that's the ecosystem on which the entire organization is going to be built upon. In terms of service portfolio, we will be into warehousing, we'll be into distribution, which includes last mile, first mile, milk run operations, so on and so forth. We are also expanding ourselves into a new area that is called returnable packaging and packaging solutions. Normally, many of the logistics companies do not venture into returnable packaging. They provide conventional warehousing and transport solutions. We are venturing into this. We are providing returnable packaging and packaging solution. This is largely from the perspective of making sure that we also have some amount of contribution to the carbon footprint by reducing consumption of cardboards and consumption of paper. These returnable packagings will be collapsible units. We will run a video on that as we move along. But this is one area where we are doing service innovation with building engagements with our customers. Production line and line support services. This basically involves handling the entire activity from the time of manufacturing, from the time of order placement with your suppliers till the time it is finally supported into the line. The entire engagement of ours builds with our positioning of consulting. We build and engage with our customer from a consultative approach, and from there we build on the solutions as and when appropriate for our customers to work on. Sectors that we will work on basically will be automotive industry, engineering, manufacturing and energy, chemical, life sciences and healthcare, retail, the sector which cannot be neglected, though there are deep pockets and people are burning money here. But there is definitely a lot of efficiency and a lot of improvement that can be brought in this space. That's one of the key sectors that we're looking at, apart from consumer electronics and FMCG. While we are creating the ecosystem across the country. We plan to put in close to about 5 million square feet in phase 1, and by 2025 will be approximately 10 million square feet across the major consumption centers. Phase 1 will probably be getting live by 2022, and phase 2 will probably be going live by 2025. As we are talking today, today marks the beginning of our state-of-the-art warehouse at Penagunda, which is at Anantapur. This is basically to support the Tier 1 suppliers who are feeding into Kia. Kia is one of the major plants which is coming up at Anantapur. And that's where we're coming up with our warehouse. This is the first of its kind by any logistics operator in this location called Anantapur. Can we have the AD, please?
SCINNTC Supply Chain Solutions, a logistics company, created to deliver a logistics solution for a better tomorrow. SCINNTC Supply Chain Synchronized, Warehouse Operations, Truck Services, Production Line, Supply Chain Consultancy and Returnable Package. Seamlessly synchronizes all the parts of supply chain and integrates to deliver a tech-enabled logistics solution. SCINNTC has a legacy of managing end-to-end logistics across industry sector for leading brands across the globe. SCINNTC has an excess of 5 million square feet of warehousing facility on the anvil and over 45 lakh square feet of existing yard services. In our endeavor to support global clients, SCINNTC launches state-of-the-art warehouse facility at Penagunda, Andhra Pradesh. With Kia Motors planning to commence production, it will be important for Kia's suppliers to be in close proximity to supply their parts just in time. JIT. With a total area of 3.5 lakh square feet, the SCINNTC warehouse will be developed in 3 phases. Phase 1, 1,50,000 square feet by April 2019. Phase 2, 1 lakh square feet by August 2019. Phase 3, 1 lakh square feet by April 2020, with a total area of 3.5 lakh square feet with state-of-the-art facilities. SCINNTC Warehouse is designed and developed to offer end-to-end services.